How's it going, everybody? Star Wars Talks here. So I was going to make a video, and I actually had one planned to release before the ending of the Ahsoka episode number 8, the last episode, and it was all about how Luke Skywalker could potentially show up. I thought about it a lot, ended up not releasing the video because I just didn't think it was actually going to happen, but I do want to talk about the future of this happening. At this point in time, it's unclear if Dave Filoni is going to just make a second season of the Ahsoka show, or if he's just going to transition onto the movie that is set to release in a couple years. Now, I'm really excited for this movie, or a second season of the show, but it's really unclear what's going to happen to a lot of the characters. For instance, Baylan at the end of the episode, when he was just with the father and the son, and then the daughter obviously was not there. But when he was there, I'm like, what's going to happen with his character? Because obviously, rest in peace, Ray Stevenson, he won't be in the second season or the movie, most likely, unless they have some scenes they did not use. But they're not going to be able to use him. So was that supposed to be his ending? I'm not really quite sure. Is he technically the father? We're not really quite sure, but I do want to make a video on that as well. But before this episode came out, I honestly thought that Luke was going to come back and he was going to reunite and help them get off the planet. But it also kind of makes sense that Ahsoka and Sabine are stuck on the planet. Now, as we know, Luke is super connected with the Force, and obviously he's somewhat connected with the characters and Ahsoka, obviously, in a way, through the Force and all of that. So could Luke show up? I'm assuming he probably could, but I don't know if he will. I think that if Dave Filoni does decide to make the movie and he doesn't do a second season, then I think Luke will definitely show up in the movie. I don't see why he wouldn't. I think Dave Filoni has the best trusted process for all of these characters, and I think we could trust him with Luke in this. He did really good with Luke in the Mandalorian show, so I could see him coming back for the Ahsoka show, as fans really liked it. But what would his role be? So at this point in time, he's with Kylo. Kylo is like 5 to 7 years old, I think, at the end of the Ahsoka show, so he's still super young, and he's with Luke right now. So he's probably training with Luke. Luke is probably taking him around the galaxy, but maybe there's a way through the Force that the connection seems cut off from Ahsoka or something or other. And you're probably thinking, like I was, well, how would Luke even find Ahsoka? Well, now Ezra's back. So Ezra would be the key to this again. So we could see Luke and Ezra together with Kylo, which obviously his name's not Kylo at this point, but we could see them all together making their way back to find Ahsoka and Sabine. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Shin and Baylan. Will they turn good? Baylan's probably on his own path, but will Shin turn good? Who knows? But Luke could show back up with Ezra and, Hera and Kylo and all of those characters, and maybe something or other could happen in that light. Now, the most probable possibility for me thinking about this is they're not going to retcon the sequels, most likely. So what's going to happen? What's probably going to happen is they're going to wait until the time period after the sequels, and they're going to make it so Ahsoka and Sabine were stuck in that that area, that planet that's kind of on the outside of everything, different universe, and they're going to say, oh, that's why they missed being in the sequels, probably. I think that's probably the best explanation for why they weren't there, but also now, why was Ezra not in the sequels? Because he is back in the main universe. So I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm really hoping that Dave makes this movie and it clears up a lot of questions that we had. I want to know what you guys also thought about the finale of the Ahsoka show, because I know a lot of people were not happy with it. They didn't think it ended anything very well. For me personally, I kind of felt that. It still kept some things open-ended. But at the same time, I just thought, it is a great show all around, and we're pretty blessed as Star Wars fans right now to get all this good content. So, let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. May the Force be with you.